Hi EFR 515 students, here we're on correlation from chapter 15, and there's two broad classes of correlation, parametric, which is Pearson, and non-parametric, which is Spearman, and they're easy options to get. In the non-parametric case, all that's happening is the data are being ranked, and then they're correlated with the same Pearson model. And correlation is widely used, and we should be very familiar with it. So here in the assignment, I say enter the below data into SPSS, conduct an analysis of correlation between family income and student average grade. Write up your results in APA format. Use type 1 error rate of 0.05. So this is the table from the text, approximately page 511, unless I made a typical error. And figure 15.2. And as we can see, the shape of the correlation as it goes there. Now this is linear correlation, and we're going to put a linear line in there to assess that correlation. So let's go ahead and enter our data. I'm going to go to variable view. Again, I don't have to put student in there, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. It's always nice to, in case there's issues with your data, to go back and know which student that was. And then I'm going to put just family income, FI, and then I'll put student average grade, so SAG. Okay, then we're going to go to data view, and we're just going to go ahead and block the data. And I'm going to go ahead and paste that right into SPSS. Okay, so what we're interested in is family income versus SAG and their linear correlation. So I'm just going to go up to analysis, correlate, bivariate. Bivariate means two variables. Bi two, like bipedal, you have two legs. You're bipedal, we're going to do bivariate. Now I could have more than two variables I'm bringing in, but it's going to do the a 2 by 2, two variables at a time correlation. So I'm going to go ahead and just put my two variables over into the variables. Now down here I can ask for the Spearman, the Kendall's Tau B, and the Pearson. The only one I'm interested in right now is the Pearson. Okay, and it says flag significant correlations. That's fine. We can do the test as one or two-tailed. We're going to go ahead and do a two-tailed test. And I'm going to go ahead and just say paste. Okay, because I had my Sentex window open earlier, again, I don't automatically go to it. So I'm going to go to it. There's my correlation. I'll go ahead and block that, run that, and I have a correlation table out. I can go ahead and bring that correlation table right into my assignment, and I'll paste it underneath. Okay, so the table gives us a matrix out. We just have two variables. If it was three variables, it'd be a bigger matrix. But here we can see that the family income FI versus FI, the correlation is 1 because we correlated data with itself, so hence the correlation would be 1. Now we want the off diagonal there, and we can take an upper or lower because we see the Pearson correlation for these SAG versus FI is 0.651. We know correlation range from -1 to 1, so we get the same information in the upper diagonal up here as we would in the lower diagonal. So we just need one of these off diagonals to interpret if we even have more data. So it's pretty easy. We're coming in with a correlation of 0.651. It's starred, meaning it's statistically significant as two-tailed because here's our sig p-value here, and I asked you to do the test at type 1 error rate of 0.05. So we see that this is less than 0.05. So we could just, and the n was 4, so I could just write r. The number involved in here was 14. Its value 0.651, comma, p, and less than 0.05. And we can pass that as APA or close enough to APA. So we're showing a sign of correlation. It's statistically significant, meaning that under the null it's that there's no correlation. Correlation 0, and we see a correlation here. And depending on your field, is that a big correlation or not? That depends on you. So that's all I'm asking in this assignment. is import the table, run the correlation, import the table, and write an APA statement, a summary statement for the correlation. Just one final note is if a value cannot be greater than 1, or in this case -1, then in APA it doesn't get a 0 in front of it. So you notice I'm not putting a 0 in front of the correlation or the p-value. So because they cannot be greater than 1, so they don't get a 0 in front of them. So that's it. That's all to that assignment. Go ahead, post it up. Thank you for your hard work.